Welcome back, class. I'm going to go over some of the finer points in the Dystopia Project assignment sheet that is found in D2L content on our D2L site. So everything that comes after here in the Prezi presentation, I'm going to go over the options of the group project here, or if you do it by yourself for the rest of the Prezi. So I'll give some nuts and bolts here, and then I'm going to kind of show you what those options are going to look like. You know what the options are. You've probably looked at the document already. But all the images and videos of the projects that I'm going to show you, the examples, are from all of my students from my last semester's class. So this is all the work that they did. They did a good job, and again, you guys are going to do just as a good job as well. But I show you that to what I want you to aspire to and exceed, hopefully, for this project. So I'm excited about it. It was a good experience last semester. I think it's going to be a good experience again. So let's go over the Dystopia Project assignment sheet real quick, and we'll go over that. So here it is, the small group Dystopia Project. So again, we're going to be using it to take a look at, or we're going to be doing the project in order to use all the skills that you've learned so far about literature. So foreshadowing, symbolism, illusion, theme, all that stuff, protagonist, antagonist. We're going to take all the stuff that you've learned so far in literature, and we're going to apply that. You're going to create your own literature type story, your own dystopian story. So you're going to, you're going to use all these elements. We're going to take all that you've learned in writing the essays we've done, using the literary terms, dystopia, theme, conflict, irony, foreshadowing, all that good stuff, and you're going to now put it and you're going to create your own story, because the best way to learn something is to do it yourself. So writing essays are not the only way you learn concepts. Doing something outside of the box here also works. So alright, the hard points are here. We're going to do some brainstorming sheets this week and stuff like that, so you can go over this, some of this stuff on your own. So there's going to be several options for this project. There's going to be the graphic novel option, which you're going to be able to do, which I'll go over in the Prezi coming up. Comic Life, if you do this, I think Comic Life is a wonderful tool. And I hope some people do it, because the students who'd used Comic Life before, it's really easy. It looked really good. So option 1 is the graphic novel. Option 2 will be the PowerPoint story, and I'll show you examples of that as well. We're going to work with PowerPoint, and then you would also be working with these image manipulator sites, LunaPic, PhotoFlexer, and Picnic.com. So because you're not going to just use images, you're going to kind of mess with them. So that's the second option. The third option is the choose your own adventure story, or what I call CYOA, and that's another option as well that people did. A lot of people like that. Just a warning, some people thought that this is the easier option, and therefore people did not do as well because they didn't put as much effort into it. So just be careful what option. I would prefer people to do the graphic novel, Comic Life one, but I know we didn't read a graphic novel for this class, so some people may not do that. But all options, you can definitely do. So that's not a problem. Okay, so those are the three options, and I'll show you what those are in the rest of the Prezi here as well. So you'll be working by yourself or with a partner and stuff like that. So and for the week 12 stuff here, we're going to have the regular discussion, and then you're going to have the small group Brave New World discussion. And then once you start picking out your small group here in the small group project quorum, I think I may call it the small group creation room in the document, but I call it the small group project quorum. Either way, it's the same site, or it's the same room. So this is where you're going to go to find a partner, or tell me if you're going to work by yourself or with a partner or something like that. So small group project quorum is where you're going to go to tell me if you're going to work with someone or not, or find out from other people if you're going to work with them. And then once you've created your small group, then you're going to come here and claim one of these rooms, even if you're by yourself, Michael could come into room 1 and say, this is the room I'm going to use by myself, or Kim and someone else could say, we're going to take room 2. So once you've figured out your small group room, you're going to come down here and claim one of these rooms here in the Central Small Group Project Hatchery, which I love the title of that. So anyway, so that's going to be what we're going to be doing this week. We're just going to be starting off. You're going to figure out who you're going to work with, or if you're going to work by yourself. You don't have to decide on whether you're going to do Comic Life or graphic novel or PowerPoint or choose your own adventure. That you don't have to decide this week. You can decide that next week as well. So don't worry about what you're going to do, because we're going to do a lot of brainstorming this week, brainstorming next week, and you're going to start figuring out what it is that you're going to do. So with this graphic novel project, don't be too worried about if you're not creative enough or whatever. So you'll have a partner who will help you out. And even if you're going to work alone, you'll still be able to. I'm still going to have you bounce ideas off of other people to help get the juices flowing. So, again, the inspiration for the story that you're going to write is that you're going to write a story about some kind of trend that you see today that maybe you find disturbing. Maybe people use cell phones too much. Maybe we use computers too much. Maybe there's lack of personal interaction between human beings nowadays because we have computers everywhere and TV and all that stuff, and that we're being disconnected. So maybe there's something in technology. Maybe it's something else that you see that you find alarming. Again, Aldous Huxley found some disturbing trends when he wrote the book in the early 1930s. We see those themes come up in Brave New World, and those are things that he saw at the time that he was living, but he took those trends, he put it into the future, and wrote about them, in a very extreme form, of course, but he wrote that as a warning to us now that, if we don't shape up, this is maybe what's going to happen to us in the future. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to look at something that's going on in today's world that you maybe have concerns about, and maybe then you're going to put that concern into the future. You're going to write about that, kind of make it extreme or something like that, and then that'll be the theme of your story, or whatever story it is you create. So, and I'll say this again later, but for the creation, thinking of a story and stuff like that, you may want to think about what trend it is that you find disturbing in today's world, a theme of some kind first, and then start thinking about your story. So if you find a theme or some type of trend or thing that you have an issue with in today's society, you might want to think of that first and then write your story. But I have all that written out and all those sheets that you're going to have to do. So watch the rest of the Prezi, look at it, marvel at it, because you're going to be doing exactly the same thing, and it's going to be great. I can't wait to see it. So enjoy the rest of the Prezi.